Today we're doing a Loci cam in the shape of a heart so that you can make it for whoever on Valentine's Day. This is just supposed to be a fun little thing that you can do just to take a little bit of a break from all the hard EGD work. Yeah, so we're going to make this as quick and easy as possible. So you're going to start off with obviously the center line for your cam. So actually I want to just get a bigger ruler. So we're going to start with this ruler over here, and you're just going to draw a nice center line down the middle in like light construction like this over here. Okay, and then once you have got that, you're going to measure you're going to make a measurement of 10. So over here you'll measure 5 and 5, and you are lightly going to bring those lines going down like this, and then you can make a solid line connecting the two top bits together like this over here. Okay, once you have done that, you're going to take your ruler and you're going to grab a measurement of 60 millimeters, and you're going to make a line over there, and you're going to just bring it straight across like that. Okay, once you have done that, you're going to take your 60-degree set square and you're going to make a line over there and a line over there, and down like this, and then down like that as well. So that's going to be the start of your cam. Then you're going to measure 30 from the point over here, and at that 30 line in the middle you're going to make a point, and you're going to bring a light center line across like that. So you should have, let me use a different pencil, sorry, this one works much better. Okay, I'm just going to draw a light line like that. Alright, so once you have got that, you're going to take your compass and you're going to take a measurement of 10 on your board, and then you're going to make a circle just like this over here. Because you're obviously still doing the EGD drawing, it's up to you if you want to hatch it or not, but I'm going to hatch it because this is obviously an EGD drawing and it should be hatched. So you can learn something from it as well if that's what you would like to do. So we're just going to hatch all of these points over here. Okay, and it should look like this so far. Alright, so they tell us that we have a rotation that's going clockwise, which means we are going to label anti-clockwise. So what you are going to do is you are going to first take your compass, you're going to measure right to the end of this over here, and you are going to draw a big circle going right around like this over here. Once you have done that, you are going to section your circle. So I just want to make this a little bit longer. Okay, so you're going to section your circle. So when you section your circles, you know you use 60 and 30 degrees. So you got a straight line, a horizontal line over here, 60 degrees. You can do 30 degrees here. You can do another 60 degrees here. This one we're going to have to do in 2 different parts because it's not as long as the circle is. And then we're going to take 30 degrees across like this over here. Okay, so with the cam, I'm just going to teach you while we are here because you may as well know it. So if they give you the rotation as say clockwise, don't write this on your paper obviously because you're making a heart for Valentine's Day, then you're going to label anti-clockwise. Alright, so we know this will be 0 degrees because this is our starting point, and we are labeling anti-clockwise, so we'll be going this way round. So we're going to say 30, 60, 90, 120, 150, 180, 210, 240, 270, 300, 330, and then obviously it will end right back at 360 degrees. Okay, so once you have done that, you're going to take the edge of your follower over here and you are going to start forming your graph on the side over here. So they tell us that every 30 degrees has a length of 8 millimeters on the horizontal scale. So you will say 8 times 12 gives us 96, and we are going to make 96 our graph over here. So I'm going to try get it as close to the edge as possible so that it doesn't interfere with my drawing over here. Okay, and then once you have done that, you're going to draw your lines up on the edges like this over here, and then you are going to measure 8, and then that will obviously be 0 degrees, then it would be 30 degrees. You'll draw a line up, then you'll do the same, so you'll have 8, so that will be 60 degrees. You'll draw a line up. So I'm going to do that off camera because obviously that's a lot to show you and you don't have to sit through all of that. Okay, so once that is done, you'll have something that looks like this, and then we are going to obviously just follow the displacement graph, which I'm just going to read out to you and we're going to work it together. Okay, so from 0 to 30 degrees, the follower rises 30 millimeters with uniform motion. So that means from 30 degrees, we are going to measure 30 millimeters up, and we know it's uniform motion and it's rising, so we are going to draw a line like that. Okay, then from 30 to 60 degrees, it rises an additional 20 millimeters. So what you can do is you can bring that line across if you want to, or you can just measure 50 like that, and then again it rises with uniform motion, so you will join it up like that. Okay, then from 60 to 90 degree it dwells. So when it dwells, it means it's at a standstill, so you're just going to draw a line across from 60 to 90 degrees, except mine is very skewed. Okay, there we go. And then from 90 to 120 degrees it falls down by 6 millimeters. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to lightly bring that across, and then we're going to measure 6 millimeters, which is this over here, and then from there we're going to make a mark like that. Okay, so from 120 to 150 it dwells. So we're going to make a line for the dwelling period. Then it says it rises from 150 to 180 with 6 millimeters. So again, we're going to just make a line at 6 millimeters, and we are going to connect it over there. Okay, from 180 to 210 degrees it falls by 6 millimeters. So we will have to bring this line across over here, and it will fall here with uniform motion. Okay, and then it says from 210 to 240 degrees it's going to dwell. So again, you're just going to draw a straight line going across like that, Then from 240 to 270 degrees, it's rising 6 mils again. So you're again going to grab your measurement and you're going to bring it across like that. Okay, so then from 270 to 300 degrees, it's going to dwell again. And then from 300 to 330, it falls 20 millimeters with uniform motion. So you can actually just take the same measurement here, bring it across. Oh my goodness, this is so skewed. Okay, you're going to make it fall by 20 mils. So it will land up on this point here, and then you're going to connect that point over there. All right, once you've done that, it says it returns from 330 to 360 degrees with uniform motion. Okay, so it should look like this over here. All right, so we've already got our starting point 0 over here, so we are obviously not going to need our starting point at 0, but we do want to get our line at 30 degrees, so we're going to bring it across onto that line over there, and from the middle over here, you're going to grab that measurement at 30 degrees, and you're going to make a line on your 30-degree line over here. You can also make that line on your 330-degree line, because you know that it's got the same height, so you can do it, it won't change the drawing. Okay, so then we're going to grab the next measurement, which is obviously at 60 degrees. So we are going to bring that across over here, and once you have got that measurement, you're going to stick it on your compass, and then you're going to take this measurement, you're going to draw a line on the 60-degree part, on the 90-degree part, because it dwells, so it will be the same height. Okay, you'll do the same at the 180 degrees, because we know it's the same height at 180 degrees. So over here, you will make a mark. You are going to make a mark again at 270, because we know from there it's the same, and then you're just going to do the same for 300, because again we know it's the same. All right, so once you've got those, we obviously just want to get these marks here that we have left out. So we are going to grab these marks and bring them across over here. And then once you have done that, you're going to just put it on the rest of the lines, which we have missed, because obviously that will be the rest of the cam. So it will be 240, 210, 150, 120. And once you have got all your marks, what you're going to do is you're going to connect each of these points together by drawing freehand. So there, like that. And then I'm going to bring it back to this point over here, to this point here, all the way down here, and then all the way up again. And just try keep your hand as steady as possible. Okay, last one, and then down back to the end of the follower. Okay, so that is your heart cam for Valentine's Day. So I hope this was a fun little activity for you. It was for me. I have needed a break, so yeah.